Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lisa with Undermined Propaganda. Just reporting out another example of how the big corporations just keep taking, actually stealing from the American citizen. And before I go over this article about Walmart and Kroger and Dollar General finding another way to steal money from us, I wanted to shout out the subscribers. PT0311, David Cordero, Susan Chapman, and Hank Rouse. I've been pronouncing your name wrong. My apologies if you are listening. And the name I have a difficult time pronouncing. Like I always say, please forgive me and let me know if you're watching in the comments the correct way to pronounce this. Eileen Anithned. Thank you all you guys so much. I greatly appreciate that. And thank you anybody that's listening. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the recent reporting or articles or videos out about how Kroger and Walmart and Dollar General have a certain weight on a product that is actually far over and exceeds the actual weight of the product. So if it's $10 a pound, then they put on the package that the item weighs 2 pounds when it actually weighs 1.5 pounds, and then they charge you accordingly. Just another blatant form of theft from the big corporations. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video discussing this price gouging here that came out recently and see what it tells us.
And has been exposing the problem at local.
Okay, his name is Jimmy Rigg, and he's on TikTok. He's put a lot of videos out. He shout out to him for going to these grocery stores and actually uncovering this. He's the actual one that uncovered this, and shout out to him. Just an average, everyday guy like the rest of us. And I'll tell you what, we really got to be vigilant and watch for these things. You don't think certain things you have to watch for. I mean, there's just so many ways that they steal from us that it's hard to even wrap your mind around it sometimes. So let's go ahead and take a look at this report of how these corporations are finding yet another way.
Dimmer reporter Justin Gray.
The Georgia man has been exposing the problem at local grocery stores on social media.
And make sure you stick around to the end because both Walmart and Domino make bogus statements to him about short-weighting us on products. I don't weigh no 4.66 pounds.
Millions of views on social media.
It's ticking people off.
One Georgia man, a phone, and a scale.
This is downright scale fraud.
From ham
1.83. It says 4.93.
to shrimp,
That is literally 6 ounces shy on shrimp.
sweet potatoes
2.57. Not even close.
to sugar.
You're getting ripped off. You're not getting what you're paying for.
Jimmy Rigg has been finding weights that don't match what's labeled on the package at Georgia grocery stores.
Real money.
It's real money.
It's real money for us, but it's big money for them.
It is. It's big money in profit.
Jimmy agreed to show me how it's done.
You want to try it?
Throw it on there.
Yeah, go ahead.
All the meats we tested at a commerce Kroger were accurate, spot on.
That feels light.
But Jimmy spotted something else.
That feels really light.
The label says it's 2 pounds.
That's a whole ounce under that one.
But each Domino powdered sugar bag we pulled off the shelf at this store was about an ounce under.
It's happening everywhere. I'm just one guy.
This brisket's supposed to be 4.6 pounds.
So I set off to test myself.
Oh, Kentucky legend.
Walmart's, Kroger's, and Publix across Cobb and DeKalb counties. We stopped in Dollar General and Piggly Wiggly too. We followed Jimmy's method,
$40. Whew.
pulling products off the shelves for a quick spot test with our scale. Look at these frozen shrimp from Walmart, a 2-pound bag. Jimmy, in repeated tests, found them underweight. So we grabbed bags from 2 different Walmart locations. The FDA says the weight is calculated deglazed. That means without all that ice. But both bags we tested were not what they claimed on the package. Our scale showed both a 1/4 pound under the weight printed on the bag. What about some shrimp and grits?
It's about an ounce under. It's an ounce under.
These grits were on sale at a DeKalb Piggly Wiggly, but each bag we pulled off the shelf was underweight. So how and why is it happening?
It's lack of vigilance.
Emory Goizetta Business School professor Solani Farasta Fazzoni is an expert on pricing.
Lack
Both
of regulation.
From an ethical standpoint as well as from a legal standpoint, they're misrepresenting what they're selling.
She says research has shown shoppers won't notice differences under 15% in price or size. After Jimmy's TikToks went viral, Kentucky legend Ham pulled some hams from Walmart. Jimmy started this because money was tight. Now he's hoping to push big companies to do better.
So they should be responsible for what they're selling in their stores.
Domino told us their industrial scales are calibrated on an ongoing basis and they run spot checks on their lines daily. We also asked Walmart about those shrimp. A spokesperson told me they did audits on several lots and did not find any problems.
Here's the interview with Consumer Reporter just.
So there it is again. Shout out to Jimmy Riggs over on TikTok. You can follow him. Excellent work, sir. Greatly appreciate that. But that's just, another example of how these big corporations, there's just so many ways. I mean, when inflation is up 2%, they raise their prices 4%. There was an enormous amount of reporting out after the pandemic, especially that this was going on, that it wasn't just because there was a lot of money pumped into the system, but also because, in big part, corporations were raising their prices above what their costs were. So they weren't just trying to recoup the increase in due to supply chain issues and things such as that. They were deciding, we can get away with this now because we can just say, it has to do with supply chains and the COVID pandemic. So we're just trying to, maintain our current costs and our current profit margins. No, they went far above that. And I don't know, I shop at Kroger a lot. And one of the things I do, like this gentleman, I find any way that I can to save money, but I download what's called digital coupons in the mornings before I go shopping. And I'll go in and I'll purchase a lot of those items that are on sale. And I always make sure to go through, because self-checkout is usually the only place to go. I go through self-checkout and then I'll scroll through and make sure it took the discount off. And there are more times than not that it did not take the discount, and I have to call somebody over, and that person will go through and go, I haven't downloaded it yet, or whatever. It's not that person's fault, but just all these little things that just add up over and over. And this is criminal. This is criminal. And if, pardon me, you or I went into the store and stuck a package of steaks up our shirt or down our pants and then try to get out of the store with them, guess where we're going? We're going to jail. But these criminals, these ghouls, can do things like this and put the wrong weight on the package. Because why? Are they hurting that much? Is it because they're hurting so much they're just resorting to these criminal ways to stay in business, which is wrong anyway. You shouldn't be in business. But no, that's not what's going on. Kroger made over $30 billion, with a B, billion, in profits last year in 2025. Walmart made $30 billion in profits last year in 2025. And they're making those profits and they're not paying their employees crap. A lot of their employees end up having to sign up for SNAP benefits because the pay is so low that they can't make ends meet, and they qualify for poverty wages. And these companies they're doing this now, and I don't know if it's now. They've always done it. It's just now being uncovered. But I wanted to go ahead and do a really short video on this because I think it's really, really important. And just to get the word out, everybody, make sure you're watching really close. Because I tell you what, nowadays, we were told before, lock your doors. Make sure you lock your doors. Watch out for the Nigerian prince. They'll steal all your money. Guess what? Our Nigerian prince is at Kroger and Walmart. These big corporations, that's who the Nigerian prince is, at least nowadays. Anyway, thank you to anybody that watched. I greatly appreciate you. And again, please give Jimmy a follow if you can. He's continuing to do this and uncovering more of this atrocious criminal behavior. And share, subscribe, comment. Anything that you would like to engage with as far as the video is concerned is greatly appreciated. Thanks again, all you guys who have subscribed. Greatly appreciate that. And very importantly, I hope all of you find some peace in the rest of your day. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.